Goodness me, how busy it's been already. We're due to hear from Manchester United manager Erik ten Hag. That's from 12:30 this afternoon ahead of their second leg of the Carabao Cup semi-final against Nottingham Forest. But of course, it's deadline day and we've got Ben Ransom across things for us. All things on the blue side of Manchester as well today, Ben. But just remind us of the big breaking news from the Etihad.
Yeah, it seems a bit odd to be talking about Manchester City stood in the heart of Manchester United, but of course we have just had that breaking news on transfer deadline day, and it really has been a move that shocked us all really when it transpired that Joao Cancelo was going to be leaving on loan to go to Bayern Munich. It's a move, I suppose, that shows his dissatisfaction with his position within Manchester City, particularly after the World Cup. It came to a head in the last Premier League game against Wolves. He wasn't involved in the starting lineup, and we saw him sat on his own on the bench looking pretty glum. And then by all accounts the straw that broke the camel's back was that game, the FA Cup match against Arsenal, not involved again. And that's the 5th game out of 10 since the World Cup he's not been involved at all. Not happy. Clearly he wants to play first team football, and it was felt by City that the change in shape, change in formation this season didn't potentially suit him. That's when Cancelo brought the offer from Bayern Munich to the club, and City were not going to keep an unhappy player, so they had allowed him to leave, and it's gone to a pace. We've seen him say his farewells. We've seen him now sign for Bayern Munich. So as far as the blue half of the City are concerned, it's ciao to Joao, but the clubs tell me they're not actively looking for a replacement. They're happy with what they've got left back in Manchester.
I like that, clever. What about Manchester United then? Can we expect a few questions on potential incomings or outgoings at Old Trafford?
I think incomings are unlikely at this stage. I don't think for United this was ever going to be a window where they were going to spend too much cash. We've seen Weghorst and Butland, haven't we, come in on loan to fill gaps in the squad more than anything. But take you back to the summer when they spent nearly £200 million on a variety of deals, including the likes of Antony. So that's where their money was spent, and they'll be targeting this summer window. So incomings look unlikely, but there are still a couple of question marks over a couple of players that may still be interesting other clubs. We know there has been interest in Anthony Elanga, Facundo Pellistri, 2 players who potentially have been catching the eye of clubs wanting to take them on loan. But interestingly, they've both played in the 2 most recent matches. Both came off the bench in the FA Cup win over Reading and also in the EFL Cup first leg tie against Nottingham Forest. So you'd expect them to be involved tomorrow, which would suggest they may well stay around. One bit of confirmed breaking news in the last hour, though, is that Charlie McNeil, young striker, much coveted in this particular city, scored a lot of goals at youth level. He's gone on loan to Newport County for the rest of the season to try and get some first team experience.
Ben, for now, thank you.